Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Ready? I'm good. How are you?
Good, appreciate it. How old are you?
I'm 27.
All right, people have talked about my headphones, but understand something. It's easier for me to hear sometimes. 27. So are you single or are you married?
I'm single. And when I heard you say 27, start now or put yourself on sale, I was like,
27. You
let's
don't
go.
time to sell. Any
Yeah.
children? Any children?
Yes, yes. I was a young girl who, yeah, I have an 8-year-old. I had her at 19.
8-year old?
Yes,
Okay. I'll come back to this in a minute.
sure.
But when it comes to dating, what are your rules for
So,
kissing, first touch, and then sex?
so I just started my walk in faith. So, sex, no, we're not getting there until,
Until what?
marriage basically is what I'm trying
Okay,
to
you plan on dying alone.
stop. Really?
Go ahead. You got your walking face, so sex is not going to happen until marriage. But go ahead.
So I mean intimacy,
I
holding
got it.
hands.
What about the kissing and then first touch?
So kissing, yes, you have to have, some type of, sorry, let me move where there's service.
Huh?
You have to show some affection. I mean, we are women, we are affectionate.
Right.
Um, I'm Guatemalan. That's what I've been told prior. Like, I'm very affectionate, very sweet. Of course, we give the
But
man their
but
place.
when it comes right down to it, you can kiss, but it's not going anywhere.
Right.
Okay. So what state do you live in?
California.
Okay. Please explain to the men why you believe this makes sense that a man should have to wait to have sex with you until after you're married.
But good question. If they're a believer, they'll get it. If they're not, I mean, church is like,
Well, I'm a
oh,
believer. I'm a believer. But when did you start your faith walk?
after Halloween 2021.
So as a believer, born, you can't. It's hard to tell people that when you got a whole 9-year old.
Right. And then that's what I say. I'm not like, I walk in faith, you have to wait for me. I already did my damage. I did my dues. I mean, like you said, I'm not like the typical 22-year-old that's single and no kids. I come with baggage. I mean,
Right.
it is what it is.
You come with baggage, child, and then you expect somebody to wait until you're married to have
Right.
sex. Okay.
Right.
Please
My
explain
friends,
explain to the men why this makes sense.
and yes, you're so right. When I say it out loud, I'm like, okay, girl, calm down. Like, you're up here, bring it down here. Totally get it. I feel like it'll, how can I explain to a man why? I wouldn't say, hey, I'm waiting till marriage, because that's just, it scares someone off.
So you
I
need
feel
to.
like,
You need to. See, you need
right,
to be direct.
right, because then that's, I'm leading him on, or stringing him
Mhm.
along.
Yeah.
Right. That's true. Um, I feel like it's a case by case basis. Honestly, I should wait till marriage. Am I? I haven't crossed that line yet, but
You're
yeah,
trying to wait till marriage.
trying. Keyword. No,
No.
I mean, I am a very affectionate person. Sorry, it's like loading. I don't know.
Okay.
I-
Are you gonna be a very affectionate person? Are you gonna how are you gonna get your man off until you get married? I have Mormons who don't have uh, sex, but they should have sex. I have clients who are Mormons, and as long as there's no hymen penetration, but what is a man supposed to do? Because you gotta understand something. You're a whole woman, and you sit up there with a whole child, and a man can see that you had sex,
right.
and he's got
Yes.
to pay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're sitting back saying, "Oh, you can't have this until afterwards," and he's gonna say, "Okay, well, what's your ex-husband's name?"
The pest died. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're right. Yeah. I mean, I'm, that's, yeah, that's basically it. I'm hoping I can wait. Obviously,
Well,
I'm a
I'm just
very,
gonna tell you right now, you need to go ahead and scrap that.
it's true. I mean, I did my due diligence, and I
Well,
have
I
a
mean,
kid.
because I mean, when you ladies do this, basically what it sounds to men is though, I'm going to put God between you and my vagina, so I make better decisions. How about you just pick better?
Yeah. Well, he was a great guy. I left him because I was young and naive and thought, "Ooh, what's out there? This is great." You know, he was a provider, lover, had a ring, everything. But I was the one. Hold on, because I want to get married one.
Where's he at
Then,
now?
oh, he's in the picture. He's with a girl now, and great guy, still involved.
Are
Helps.
they
You
married?
know, no, he's not married. He went downhill after I left him. Poor guy. We were young,
And
you
this
know.
is what I was telling when I was talking to Jessica Wong. I'm like, we ask women about relationships, and we hear women talk about they're so afraid of relationships because men and cheating and abuse. And I put up the stats showing that women cheat at the same rates men cheat at, and women are
If
more
not worse.
abusive.
If
Yeah,
not worse.
y'all are worse. You younger women are far worse.
Oh no, this little angel face, horrible. That's
Well,
why I was
man,
like, I need to
so
stop doing that.
why do you think you can go out to the marketplace and say, well, now because I totally messed another situation, I want you to wait.
I never tried it. I said I
But
wanted
why
to.
even try it though? My question.
True, true. And I watch
Okay,
your
you go to
videos.
college?
Yes, I graduated. I have my AA.
A what?
I have my AA
And what?
business,
Okay.
Glendale.
What's your profession?
Well, so I was in the medical field in the plastic surgeon's office, but my daughter goes to private school, and
What's your
I'm thinking,
profession?
oh, just admin now.
And you live in LA?
I live in LA, yeah.
Baby girl, you're an admin in LA.
Well, it's like now I'm a school assistant director, a private school assistant director.
Uh-huh. Middle class.
And then yes, and then weekends I do hair.
Okay. Um, Maybe you're nervous, but
Yes,
right now it's sounding like you're pricing yourself out of the market.
I'm pricing myself.
Yeah, I mean because you have an associate's degree and you're clerical, admin.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so not an exceptionally high earner,
Mm-mm.
um, and then you do hair on the side.
Right.
To men, it's like okay, what is a woman's leverage? So you can't leverage what a lot of women will try to leverage is a career.
Right.
You got a job, you got a daughter. Um, do you want to have more kids?
Only if I, have my partner and he wants a kid. Yes. If not, no.
What's the partner?
My husband.
I don't see. You don't make sense.
I personally do not want more children. If
Okay.
my partner wants, if
But
my
you just
husband.
said your faith walk was. What is that? A partner? It's a
Well,
husband.
I thought partner meant like husband. That's what
No,
I
it
thought.
doesn't. No, 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 man, it doesn't. See, if you're a Christian, words mean things.
Oh, because remember,
Partner,
it's only October. I'm a
but
newbie.
hey, but my point is, you're talking like a modern woman.
Like a what?
A modern woman who just found Christianity, which is fine, but you're saying everything that's going to make you end up alone. Partner,
Oh, no.
partner. That means you have business partners. Husband and wife are roles.
Bro,
Husband, wife.
okay.
But the most important thing, you don't want children.
I'm not I'm not like saying no.
Ma'am, a woman who wants to be married
Hmm.
needs to understand that men who want to be married, our primary motivation for marriage is legacy.
Right. 100%.
So you need to understand how backwards you are. You're coming with another man's legacy, and the next man can't have sex and then can't have a kid. Are you
No.
on drugs?
No, I'm not saying I can't. I mean, I won't. As a single young lady, heck no, obviously I don't want to, baby daddy. No. If I we're gonna change that. When I get married, I'll have
Are
three.
you a wife?
No.
Have you had no, no. Are you mentally a wife today?
Am I what?
Are you a wife? You don't get married and become a wife. You're a wife first.
Mentally, I'm preparing myself. I read my Bible study.
The Bible ain't gonna do it.
No, no, not the Bible. I'm in a women's Bible group.
That
And
ain't gonna
then
do it either.
would no, I don't get your question.
Were you raised to be a wife?
You know what? No.
Okay.
I no.
Okay. So you weren't raised to be a wife, and it sounds to me like you're just trying to figure it out.
Day by day.
But you don't understand what men who would be husbands want. We don't want women telling us what we can't do, and
Of course.
we don't want women saying that. Well, I mean, your decisions, every decision I've asked you about is a fear-based decision. I asked you, do you want more kids? And the assumption is after you're married, you're like, well, only if my partner. All right. If you don't get married, well, ma'am, you've already pretty much put yourself in a position.
No. Let's fix it.
Have you had any therapy?
No.
I think you should look into it.
I want to. I really do.
Because I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but for 27 and with a woman with a 9-year-old, I'm getting kind of very youthful vibes from you. And I get you might be nervous, but you're almost 30
yes.
years old, and you're talking about you want to be married one day, and oftentimes people turn to God, hoping God will fix it. That's not how it works. Faith without works is dead. You could be in church, you could be in a woman's group, but a wife is a role. And what is why does a wife's role? What do you think? What do you think a role of a wife is? What does a wife do for her husband?
A helper, I feel. I feel that they're the heart of the home. They love. Mainly they follow their husband. Obviously they don't want just a nagger and all that stuff. Like when you said youthful, I get it.
We'll get back to that, but I'm asking the question of what is the role of a wife?
Oh, helper, lover. Helper, lover. You got me. A friend, like help. Go ahead.
Helper, lover, and what else?
And a friend, supporter, motivator.
So just by that answer, it tells me you have not put any thought into what a wife is. That's a very generic.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So when I say you're not a wife, you're not putting any thought into it. You weren't raised to be a wife, and you're 27, okay, and you got a 9-year-old. So if you don't know what a wife is, what is a husband's role?
Oh, I haven't. I believe you've said it. The protector, a leader, provider. The head of the household. He's basically.
Child's father there?
Go ahead.
Was your child's father there?
All of it, yeah.
And you?
Yeah, I was young and naive, and I was like, oh,
what makes you think you get another chance?
Because I've been, honestly, I've come across great men, and again, I've done the same thing where I'm like, oh, but there's more. But that was me being,
What if you're out of chances?
We have to find out. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know.
Then how are you going to survive?
Survive as in,
Yeah, if
like,
you're out of chances, because I don't know why women today feel like men are an unlimited resource. Like you get,
oh, I know.
but you've already had a whole man who wanted to marry you and you had a kid, and you use this young excuse, which is, in my opinion, bullshit. It's
Well, I was
completely.
19.
I don't care.
Yeah, I was.
I don't care. Women have gotten married at 19. It's bullshit.
No, right. No, no,
You,
no. And
you
like,
should have been, you could have married that man. He wanted to marry you. Okay. And you probably run into other supermen. What if you're out of options? And my question is, a man of value has to want to marry you, and you have to be a wife. So uh, you can want it, but you're not
right,
even ready for it.
of
You don't
course,
even know what a wife is. So let's go
right.
on down the path, folks. Let's go on down the path. When you hit 60, when you hit 55 years old and you're
Mm.
still unmarried, man,
Oh, oh my goodness. I don't. I had never thought that far. No. But you were right. I don't know the role of a wife. I didn't. I wasn't raised in that home, so that's something that I'm taking upon on myself now at
when you're
27.
55 years old and unmarried,
I know. I
why do
can't
you
even
keep,
think
why do you keep making these faces and doing this? You know, man,
because I'm very expressive. That's how
okay,
Guatemalans are.
okay, but it's not
Well, that's how.
helping you. That's not helping you. It's very youthful.
That's what I get all the time.
But
I
stop it.
mean,
Stop it. You should
but
stop
why? I don't want
it.
to be like
Because
those
you're
girls
too
that are like,
old for you too. That's immature. It's juvenile. You're somebody's mother.
right,
So I'm telling you, not from a mean place, but it's not helping you. It doesn't make you come across as somebody who's serious.
right. That yes, but I know how to act like when I'm in the school. I know how to act when I'm in a
But
meeting.
you're on a platform in front of millions of people.
Right, but I thought, we're
Stop,
having a
stop, stop, just stop,
conversation.
just stop, stop. Tell me just to stop because if you don't know when it's inappropriate, okay, let me get on task. At 55, if you're unmarried at 55,
Ugh, no.
well, ma'am,
What's the question? If I'm married at 55, if I'm unmarried at 55, what? Uh,
how are you going to pay for yourself for the rest of your life, man? Because
how am I
if
going?
you're not a wife today. You don't know what a wife is. You don't know what a wife does for a husband. You
Yes,
don't want to have any more children. So guess what, man?
I
Men
might.
don't. I don't listen. When I ask you for a response, listen.
Yeah,
Because apparently you didn't get taught this stuff.
no.
Okay. So listen. How much money do you think you're going to need to retire on to live between the ages of 65 and 85? How much cash do you think you will need at 65 to last you for 20 years?
That is a good question. I have not thought of that. I don't know what the mortgage prices will be at that time, but I remember you schooled
20
the girl.
years of life.
I mean, I could be in a senior home. I mean, ooh.
I don't care, man. 20 years of life. Don't Google it. Man, stop. Jesus H. Christ.
No, I remember last time I asked somebody, you're like, just Google
Man, 20 years of.
it. Okay.
Do you have like ADHD or something? I'm not talking. Okay. Are you on medication?
No,
You
because it's
should.
a.
You should consider it.
I have it there just in case.
But you should consider it because cute ain't gonna get you that far.
I don't even have makeup on. No, I'm not trying to be cute.
You can't make this shit up. You're somebody's mother. 20 years of life, ma'am.
Yes, and she speaks 4 languages. She's smart.
I'm going to ask you this question one more time, and then I'm going to let you go because
Okay,
I'm about to cuss you the French toast out. What the fuck is wrong with you?
nothing. I'm blessed.
20 years. How long? How much money do you think you're gonna need?
Well, in that time, I mean, let's
20
say
years. Go ahead, no, whatever. How much are you gonna need to retire to live for the next from 65 to 85? How much? Ballpark it.
saying I pay off my mortgage, I don't know, 5,000. Who knows? That's what if I live home.
How much?
No, like, oh, you said in 20 years, a lot, hundreds of thousands, 100,000,
$100,000 for 20 years.
hundreds of thousands.
How much?
Let's say 900,000. I don't know. 20 years if I pay off my mortgage and all that.
How much are you making annually?
Right now, and not
More than $60,000 a year?
like no, like if that.
$50,000 a year?
No, like 58
Are you hourly or salary?
salary.
You're making $29 an hour.
But then hair on the side. So that's
And you also have a daughter. Are you getting child support?
no.
Man, you live in LA. $58,000 is roughly $30,000 a year everywhere else. And see, audience, I'm going to the audience because I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt of being nervous.
Yeah.
But this is beyond nervous. This is just unpreparedness for life. It's not a game.
It's not.
And I'm asking you a grown-up question. How much you gonna need to live on? And it's like, I can't even comprehend how much that's gonna talk. And the thing is, you better figure it out because the only way this shit works is if you have a husband. But
Right.
this kind of stuff right here does not mean husband. Scatterbrain, cute girls with ADHD, and I don't mean any disrespect. I understand ADHD very well, but still, you gotta do something about it. And bottom line, you're gonna need about $2.4 million out in LA. And you ain't gonna get there on $60,000 a year. You're not gonna get there on an associate's degree. You're not gonna get there on higher on the side. You're gonna be living paycheck to paycheck in LA. And if you're not in a relationship, marriage, family, where will you be?
Yeah. And that's why I like talking in your
Where will
videos.
you be though?
I'm not sure.
The street.
Oh, I'd go to Guatemala. No, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Oh, you're so bitter. Oh my gosh. Fine.
Like what? So you just stuck your foot in your fucking mouth.
No.
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. I mean, I'm serious. This is why I don't take that young shit. I was young because being young does not give women any other, they're not going, look at that. Black women are dying, homeless population growing. LA, black women dying homeless in Los Angeles County. Women of color, you. So this little cute, you had somebody who wanted to be with you. Man, we've gone from the rules of engagement to you're supposed to be teaching a whole woman, a young lady how to grow up.
Right.
Who's teaching you?
Me, day by day. In my body.
Ma'am, what if you're not qualified?
Would you qualify yourself? I wasn't qualified to do hair and I studied. I have friends who are engaged.
Hair and a person are two different things.
Right. So you learn by
No, you learn by understanding you're not qualified and going and getting the education.
Correct.
Modern women today are so oblivious and so
they are
arrogant. You're in that camp right now.
Arrogance, no.
Because you're sitting there talking. I'm talking about what if you don't get? I can't imagine it, man. I don't know how you think this is coming across, but at 55, I asked you what's life going to be like. You can't even comprehend that you don't get what you want. Cute goes away.
Of course.
Cute goes away. And this is what we're doing in the West. They're not teaching women to prioritize relationships. So all you guys are doing is going around doing what the hell you want to, doing what feels good, making babies out of wedlock, breaking your homes, wrecking relationships, and then you want a man to come along after you find Jesus, and then you put his dick on ice. He can't have sex. He can't get a baby out of you. What the hell? That makes no sense. No, we've heard it, man. This is crazy. This is why I think therapy is so good. And that medication, I'm not kidding, man. Women with ADHD are walking time bombs because you're emotional creatures and your brain chemistry is off. You need to be taking that medication. I've dealt with women, I've dated women. I understand ADHD very well. And your cute pass won't work.
Oh, nobody uses that. Mm.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Jesus. If a man were to go around as just, you know, as scattered as a lot of women do today, it would be scary.